All right, everybody, we're back in downtown Newport Richey. We're here at Heroes Downtown Subs and Salad. I'm here with John Beebe, and you got a story here.
Yes.
I mean, you opened it up, and then boom, everything got dropped. Let's talk about why Heroes Downtown Subs and Salad came about.
Well, first, I'm a former and still part-time firefighter here locally, and I have been for the past 30 years. And as I'm getting towards the end of my career, I wanted to do something in my community to give back and to contribute and to be part of still. So my wife and I decided we're going to open up a sub shop. And we went through all the motions and went through all the permits and the build out and opened our doors in first week of February of this year. And shortly after, we went into a kind of disaster mode.
Right.
Unbeknownst that we were going to be involved in something this global. And we ended up modifying our business plan and was able to remain open for the entire time and service our customers and help out the community in many different ways through our Pay It Forward Platter program, through our donation program, and we're still here.
That is awesome. Now, this is a family ordeal for you. This is a family business.
Yes. Yes, we are not a franchise. We're not affiliated with any other organization. We are strictly a family-owned business, and we designed everything from our subs to picking what brand of meat and cheese, which is Boar's Head, and we buy all our produce fresh locally, and we get our bread fresh brought in daily from a local distributor out of Tarpon Springs, and the rest is just family. I have a family that runs the place, and my wife and I oversee the day-to-day, and
that's excellent. Now, okay, so on your menu, let's come back over here.
Yes.
You're drifting away from it. You're running away. So you have a special, and I call it the Italian kind of, but you have an actual, you number yours.
Well, we name them.
Right, name.
Every sub has its own name, and then we tell you what it is. So the 187, which is a old California terminology for a homicide, and we call that the Italian, as it so fits. And it's one of our most popular subs.
Right.
So we use that, and we have some other names. We have a Halligan Cuban. Halligan tool is a firefighting tool that is used to force entry. And we use another terminology, a 10-4, which is a acknowledgement in terms of radio talk. And then we have another sub that's called the Riot Club, which is a ham, turkey, bacon with mozzarella, kind of like a club sandwich, but we call it a Riot Club.
That is absolutely phenomenal. So where can people find you?
We are located at 5649 Main Street, which is between Bank and Grand Boulevard on the north side of Main Street. We're just a small little strip plaza, and easy to get to. We have plenty of parking in the downtown area.
Right. So what? Okay, and you carry, which is, I don't know if anybody knows who this is, but Hank's Soda, which used to be a beer distributor, correct?
Yes. Many years ago. They're based out of Pennsylvania, and they were a beer manufacturer, and I guess they decided to try their hand at gourmet soda, and they created a number of different sodas, and we're fortunate to have them as our provider for our gourmet soda.
Good stuff. I heard of Hank's before. So,
yes.
So what's the hours?
Our hours right now are Monday through Saturday, 11 to 5, and they're subject to change based on the progress of this and the availability of more hours as we start to get back to normal.
All right, everybody, if you're hungry for lunch, the time to come in, 11 to 5, downtown Newport Richey, Heroes Downtown Subs and Salad. Come check these gentlemen out. This will be some good food. All right, we're back in downtown Newport Richey, and let me tell you something right now. Most people know this is Jeff Roberts from The Social, right? And everybody has seen this place for a while, but I didn't even know you had a rooftop, which is absolutely killer. It's beautiful outside. It's breeze. Tell me all about The Social.
Well, we're thrive ourselves on providing entertainment, so we're getting back to that next week. I don't know if you guys noticed, but online we're selling tickets so we can only seat 30 to 40 people in intimate crowds to come and dine and drink and enjoy being social again.
Right.
And that's where we get our name from.
Okay, so and how long have you been downtown Newport Richey
Our
now?
1 year anniversary is next Thursday.
Awesome. That is so cool.
Yeah.
So when this whole COVID-19 thing hit, how'd you spin it? How'd you pivot?
I went home for a while and thought about it and probably cried a little bit. And then we decided to sell grocery items downstairs, raw meats and chicken, toilet paper, paper towels to the community to help out.
That
and
is absolutely phenomenal.
to-goes and delivery and such.
So you jumped on the to-go world.
Mm-hmm.
How'd that work out for you?
Oh, we signed up with Grubhub, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and it's been phenomenal to keep us getting our employees in the building and working and afloat. Yeah.
That's good. So none of your people got laid off or anything?
Not one employee got laid off. We've been real good about that and keeping them in the flow and working.
Right.
And the local community has been amazing with taking care of my staff as well.
Right.
So,
I tell you, the one thing that I do love about Newport Richey, in the Port Richey, in the Pasco area, is everybody's a family and we all come together.
Very tight. Yeah.
And I was so glad when I saw you guys opening, building the whole. I'm like, oh, finally a really cool spot for downtown. Not that downtown Newport Richey's not cool, but there was really no really cool social, trendy
social
right?
place,
Exactly. So what's coming up in the future that you got going on?
Well, we're hoping to open another social, but we don't know if that's going to be in this area. It's probably going to be the other end of Pasco, over by Trinity. We're working on it, but we're concentrating on this one right now because of everything that's happened. It's obviously set our plans on pause, but all we want to do now is get back to normalcy. That's why we want the entertainment back next week, and we're selling the tickets, and all the money goes to the musicians to get them back to work.
Right.
Because a lot of our local musicians have been
So
very,
who's coming
very
in
hurt.
next week?
Next week we have our karaoke guy Jason Butler on Thursday. We have Borderline on Saturday.
Karaoke.
Yeah. And we're also making sure we're doing our social distancing.
Nice.
Everyone will get their own mic covers, sanitize the mics in between, and they have the option to bring in your own microphone. So
That's
it's super
awesome.
safe. Yeah.
That's super cool. So, and do you have any else booked for the rest of the month?
Yeah, Borderline's coming in Saturday. There's only 7 tickets left. They've already sold 32
Wow.
tickets for that.
That's awesome.
And we have some acoustics. Danny Rodriguez is going to be live on the rooftop Friday night. And we have a couple other acoustic musicians coming in Saturday as well.
That is so cool. Brother, thank you for letting me take some time. I know you guys are getting busy because once they open the gates up, it's on, right?
Yeah, another hour, we'll be good to
So
go.
what are the hours right now that people can come
right
down?
now, we're opening at noon, Monday through Sunday from 12 to 10 p.m. Weekends, we'll stay open a little later.
So once the COVID's done, what are the normal hours?
The normal hours, well, because of COVID, we're going to begin staying open at noon.
Okay, stay over here with me because you
Yeah.
kind of run away from me.
Well, we used to open at 4, but we're opening earlier now because the customers are getting
Nice.
used to it because we've had to do it for the COVID.
Okay.
So our hours are going to be noon to 10 p.m. on weeknights and weekends, obviously, till 2 in the morning once we go back to normal.
And where can everybody find you?
TheSocialNPR.com.
Okay, and Facebook, same thing.
Same
Instagram.
thing, Social NPR on all of them.
All right. If you don't have your tickets, get them. If you miss this week, you can get it next week. To make sure you come down and support this young man and his family. Your wife's here.
Yes.
You got a beautiful crew, and I've eaten here before. And I've actually had I've been at a couple of parties that were here. So this is a really cool place in downtown Newport Richey. Check them out. right, everybody, we're back, and now we're in Trinity, still Newport Richey.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Right on the border.
Right on the border with Brad at Molly Malone's. So you know what? It's time to get your Irish on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So tell me about Molly Malone's.
It's a family-owned business. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. Started in 2007. We came down here. I knew no one, and all the customers here made me feel like family. A guy named John Forget bought it back in 07. Started back in 34 years ago, called McGee's Irish Pub, and he still comes in here.
Wow.
Every day. He'll be here later. Big old hippie.
Big old hippie. I love it.
Love him. So whatever, God rest his soul, he passed away, John Forget, about 5 years ago. I bought it 2017, and the rest is history. We're still trying to kick butt.
So, so this whole COVID thing came and just kind of took the wind out of everybody's sails.
Yep.
And now it's time to get back open and get going, and you're going to do the outside seating. And
Yes. Yep. We actually got shut down St. Patty's Day at 10 o'clock, and that's our biggest day of the year, obviously. And we're going to kind of redo that because tomorrow morning we're going to open up for Kegs and Eggs that we've done every St. Patty's Day for the last few years. So we open up at 7 in the morning, going to be like a re-kickoff. At a few other Irish pubs in this area, we're going to do another St. Patty's Day here in about a month. We haven't come up with a date like Harps of Trinity,
Right.
Fitzgerald's, and Flanagan's. Give some shout outs to them. We're going to get together and do another St. Patty's Day since we lost ours.
Right.
And just keep battling. We've had some great customers that came in here to keep this place afloat over the last month and a half with to-go orders. We've got this best community up here. People say some bad things about where they're from, but this is amazing up here.
It's amazing. Well, I tell you, I've been here. I've lived in the area for like 5 or 6 years, and we're from Tarpon originally for 18 years. And when you get up here, man, once you're here, this community just comes all the way completely around you, and they won't let you fail.
Yeah, like I said earlier, when I moved down in 07, I knew no one, and they all welcomed me with open arms here. There's a couple that still come in here. The first couple I met years ago named Dan and Amy, they come in here every day now for the last 14 years. Make me a Thanksgiving dinner because my family lives in St. Louis, and you can't beat that.
Right, right.
It's everybody in this area, how they come in here and shake your hands, and handshake goes a long way.
It does.
I'll tell you that.
So, okay, if I come to Molly's, what do I expect? What should I expect to come here?
My biggest word, and we've had a few events here, is family. My dad, my mom, they raised me right. You shake their hands, you be polite with them. Everyone's feel welcome. I don't care what race you are, what nationality you are. You come into Molly Malone's, you're welcome, and you're going to walk out hopefully with a smile.
Okay,
that's our goal. And the bartenders and my staff here are the reason why.
Right.
And my cook, they're amazing. They treat everybody great. They make sure they come out and shake their hands. We know them by name.
So what's the hours right now?
Tomorrow for Kegs and Eggs, obviously at 7 in the morning, but we're going to go ahead and open up at 11. That's every day after that. And then we'll close down probably 10 or 11 on volume, depending on if there's still people coming in for food. We don't want to push it, but normally we're open till 2 a.m. in the morning.
Okay. So that's the normal hours.
Yep, that's the normal hour. 11 to 2 is normal hours.
All right. Where does everybody find you?
Well, we got Facebook, obviously, Molly Malone's Irish Pub. Our address is 4106 Little Road. We're all over the place. We don't have a website. Word of mouth, mainly. And my name's Brad Shilley. I post a lot of stuff on my Facebook page. That's pretty much how we do it. It's word of mouth. We rely on that. Obviously, Google, they do stuff like that too.
Right.
But yep, that's about it.
All right. So look, come down to Trinity. Come get your Irish on.
Yes.
I'm not Irish.
Get some Irish car bombs.
But I'm coming.
Yep.
I'm going to learn. I'm willing to learn. I'm just saying right now.
You'll have a good time. Live entertainment.
There you go.
It's a good time.
All right, everybody, come down and visit these people. Let's keep them in business. Make sure that everybody is, because we are open for business.
Yes, we are.
Back to the studio.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Now we're over in Trinity, and I'm here with my man Vince. Now, if you want some good food, I mean some really good food. Not that any place else that we've talked to is not good food, but if you want some good food, oh my gosh. So, Vince, let's talk about Harps.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing great. Everything was hunky-dory. We had the whole Irish thing coming in, and next thing you know, they hit us with stay-at-home order. And so tell me, how did you pivot?
Well, I mean, obviously during this situation was a huge bump in the road for us, and not only us. Obviously, a lot of other restaurants are going through the same thing. But we just did the best we can to have our food available out there for curbside. We weren't doing delivery, but we did curbside, and we had tremendous support with the community, and it's worked out okay so far. But certainly not going to get us where we want to be. So, but
No, but the good thing is you didn't shut down. You didn't go, you know what, I'm done. I can't do this no more. It was too much for us. And now but you kept some people on. You were able to serve the food. I mean, I know you're not making $1 million,
No.
you know, and we all know that. So now with this whole, phase one is what they're calling it.
Right.
That allows you to have a little more coming in. Correct. So
Yes.
let's talk about what you're doing there.
Well, I mean, now we're obviously allowed 25% on the inside, so we've spaced things out. We pulled tables out, so we've definitely spaced things out on the inside. And of course, now we decided to do a parking lot thing where we have tables out in the parking lot. And the goal here is just to make people feel comfortable. You know, we're following all the guidelines as far as the mask and gloves are concerned, and of course the cleanliness. But really the goal is to make people feel comfortable being out, you know, and this is the first step. So, you know, we're going to continue to provide the best quality food at, you know, at moderate pricing. You know, hopefully we can get through this first phase and then get back to normal. You know, that's the goal.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Anybody that's ever come here before when it was the other place, but now it's Harps, this parking lot, I love it. When you were doing the cornhole stuff, I mean, this whole thing was taken up. So I'm hoping that Pasco is going to hey, you know what? Just expand out in the parking lot.
Right.
Do what you got to do out there because you got nice tables, you got a nice sitting area. And it's always been a cool place to come to anyway.
Right.
Well, okay, because you're here. Right?
Yeah. Exactly. So
let's talk about some of the food that you can get here.
I mean, everything's fresh. Chef Rob Traboulis is our chef. Trabulsi, he is a top-notch chef. He does everything from scratch. So you can get fresh salmon, fresh hogfish. I mean, obviously we have some of the Irish stuff too, from shepherd's pies and you know, our burgers and stuff like that. Or you know, fresh ground beef is really what we use. But every single dish is all made from scratch. It's a scratch kitchen. There's not a microwave in there, so yeah. But it's all from scratch made, and he's been a tremendous asset to this establishment. So
that's absolutely phenomenal.
You know, and our reputation has been spectacular as far as building. You know, we were 6 months in, and you know, we're going to continue to move forward.
That's awesome. So what are the hours right now?
Right now we're doing Tuesday to Sunday. That's where our regular hours were originally. We're closed on Mondays.
Right.
So we'll do Tuesday. So Tuesday through Friday, it's 4 to 10. We'll stay open a little later on the weekends, of course. And on the weekends, on Saturday and Sunday, we open at noon.
Okay, so now when this is all back to normal, your hours are what?
The same thing.
Same
it's
thing.
It's going to be Tuesday to Sunday.
That's
we'll be closed
awesome.
on Monday. So, yeah, we kind of want to just get back to some normalcy and have our hours the way they've always been. So for now, you know, if things go well, phase one, we're going to continue the way we are right now and stay open from Tuesday to Monday, employ our staff, and hopefully we'll get enough people in here to just kind of service that. You know. So.
Now on the weekends, when it's normal, you had live bands.
We did, yeah. We had some amazing entertainment. So obviously, unfortunately, now that's not something that we're capable of doing right now. But you know, hopefully, sometime soon when things get back to normal, we got a stage in there and a dance floor. So it's yeah. So it's a shame, but right now we got to do what we got to do to cut the expenses. But the priority right now is just to provide the community with some good food, and,
Which you
and
do.
employ employ some of the employees.
Exactly.
That's the goal right now.
I know we did just before all this happened, we did Taste Trinity together.
Yes.
We Barry Horvath and his whole mortgage crew.
Yeah.
And then Vince was here getting, I think it was that shepherd's pie, right?
Yeah, that's what we were giving out, shepherd's pie. Yeah.
The line was always super long, and that was just
People
giving
loved
back.
it, and that's the thing. Like things like Taste of Trinity, they brought a lot of people even that day. They tried the shepherd's pie, and then they came in for it, So, and the goal is to get the word out there. So
That's right.
it's after 6 months, it's been great, but now we just got to keep getting that word out there and letting people know we're here.
Now, where can people find you online?
It's www.harpsoftrinity.com or Facebook, Instagram.
Excellent.
Harps of Trinity. Yeah.
Now, are you taking reservations, or is it first come, first serve?
We're taking reservations. You can call ahead seating, either one. So we're recommending reservations so we can kind of keep a table, and of course with the social distancing. So we're recommending reservations to call.
Excellent. Now, just like we're telling everybody else, and everybody, look, we want you to support this man. Come in here, sit down, and eat, but eat, and then go, because he needs to turn these tables, because it's all about table turn, right? We're not being rude, and we're not being mean. It's just we need to help this guy make money, and all of our restaurants make money. So come in, get it, eat, and then move on, so we can get more people here to eat. You guys can't say that, but I can say that. So, and I am the guy but that's why we do this. We're trying to get your name out there. So, all right, everybody, if you're hungry and you want to get your Irish on, that's 2 Irish places in a row. That's great.
My boy Brad at Malone.
So it's really good. So come down and see this guy, and come and enjoy a cocktail and some great food. We'll see you guys later.
Appreciate it.
All right, everybody. I know. You're saying, John, you're not at a restaurant. And you are correct. We are actually back in the mall in Port Richey.
Golfview Square Mall.
Ah, man. And we're talking to Steve from Yancy Street, because why? They're open for business. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Open for business after 4.5 weeks of being closed.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Monday we got to open at 11 o'clock, and it was a good day.
Was it a good day?
Yeah, it was. People are excited to be out.
I know I had a bunch of crew from our Comic Book 101 show. They were like Jones to get in to get some comics. So it's like, we got to have something to talk about. I'm like, it'll happen. Don't worry. So now we're 4 days in, right?
So it's Thursday? I lost track. Yeah.
Thursday. Yes, yeah. I know. What day is it? And how's it going so far?
Good. I mean, it's a little slow in the mornings, but it's picked. The evenings are definitely picked up, and I think people are still like just realizing that we're open.
Dazed.
Yeah.
I
Again,
see
we don't even know what today is. So
right.
Yeah.
There you go. So, so what did you do in the downtime?
I didn't have the downtime that most people had. Everybody was telling me how bored they were and how they wished to get out. And I had, I had songs to write for my band's album, and I had a store to still to take care of because.
And what's the name of the band? Real quick.
39 Stripes.
There you go.
39stripes.com. So here at Yancy Street Comics, we paid all the bills when we closed up on the 1st of April or 2nd of April.
Right.
And when I came back Monday, the new bills were all there. So
they don't stop.
They don't stop. So even though the world had to stop. It was a little kind of weird because in this industry, like Diamond Comics, they ship every single week.
Right.
So if you don't know anything about the comic book world, the publications, it's not like I have a guitar shop and I order some guitars and they're on the wall and I'm good, and if I get low, I buy more.
Right.
Publications come out every single week. So there is no Christmas off, there's no Thanksgiving off, it's nonstop. So for people like me in the business, it gets hard. You got to cut a check every single week if you have a good week or a bad week. So being off a month, almost 5 weeks, we weren't sure if the industry was going to shut down too. And it was kind of iffy there for a while. At first, right. Diamond was like, we'll hold your stuff for you. It's like, okay, well, a store like this, it's like, you hold our stuff, but then, then what? We got to cut you a massive check at the end of the month for thousands of dollars. So that wasn't going to work. So the industry eventually caught up with what was happening with all the retailers, and they eventually shut down. Now, during that time, DC Comics and other ones, the smaller publishers all stepped up.
Yeah.
They all stepped up. They were
right.
fantastic. They're like, hey, we'll make everything returnable. Everything's good. But DC and Marvel, which is AT&T and Disney, they were really slow to respond. Marvel was like, oh, we'll cut you a better discount or whatever. But DC tried to do their own distribution through a comic book retailer, which wasn't cool with us at all.
No, that's like bypassing you guys.
So, well, that retailer was going to supply to us, but it was just, there was a massive conflict of interest. So, not to complain, but like a lot of these guys are millionaires. A lot of these artists, I don't want to name names, but people in the industry, they don't realize that the whole world was shut down. It wasn't just, you know what I mean? And they didn't want to shut down with the rest of the world, so they were kind of like, I'm like, listen, I'm closed for 5 weeks. What do you want me to do? You want me to buy your product and then sit on it until I'm open?
Right.
It's just not cool. So I was a little aggravated about that. But in the meantime, we had to go, like everybody else, to eBay and everything else. And the problem with that is, and maybe other people you've interviewed have said this, we went to eBay on online sales, but so did the entire rest of the world.
Yeah.
So every shop, every 2,000 comic book shops in the country were selling at the same place, selling the exact same product.
Right.
So we had to get, we kind of were like, okay, well, if this is, $100, we're going to put it at $99 and offer free shipping, and that worked actually pretty well. So store didn't do fantastic, but it paid bills while we were closed, which was really nice. Yeah. So we had to get, as they say in the industry, people were getting like creative.
Yeah.
That's what kind of DC Comics told us. Like, well, everybody's getting creative doing
Just
this
get
stuff.
creative.
And you can only get so creative. I'm not a
Right.
magician,
Yeah.
So it was. There's one thing to be creative, another thing to be like, okay, well, if you're going to force me to buy your product, but my store is closed, that's asking me more to be creative. That's asking me to do the impossible.
Right.
So we did online sales on Facebook, which was cool. We did online sales on eBay, but I'm glad we're open. Yeah. Because the customers were. What's funny is our Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah.
Biggest event of the year. It's our Black Friday of the year. We have all kinds of artists out here. Huge event. I was here Saturday, which we weren't open yet.
Right.
I'm packing stuff for eBay.
Right.
And people are calling, like, for Free Comic Book Day. And I'm like, you guys do realize that the whole world is shut down right now? There is no Free Comic Book Day right now. It may be rescheduled. They're talking October. I don't know. So, but that's pretty much what we're doing the whole last 5 months or 5 weeks, is pretty much online sales. We come in here a couple hours a week and pack stuff up and list new stuff. And
I said this too on one of our shows. I said, our comic book stores, our nerd stores, those people that had the swag that we all go to conventions for.
Right.
Well, all the conventions are now gone.
Which was kind of a blessing. I mean, I have customers here. I mean, MegaCon, all those shows are huge shows. Of course, you want to go. You get to meet artists that you don't normally get to see, but it does take money away from the store when those people go to those. Because people save up all year for that. They get hotels. They got $1,000 to spend. Luckily, those people are like, that show's canceled, and I'm sad for those people, but it was good for the store because those people came in and spent that money back in the store.
Yeah, I know Tampa Bay Comic Con, MegaCon, and I'm not so sure about MetroCon yet. but I know I got my emails saying, hey, the shows have been officially
There's
canceled.
a new one. I don't know the name of it. We just got it was kind of cool. They sent us pens and shirts and all kinds of stuff. But I think it's in June. But I guess there's a rescheduled date there. So I don't know. All this is still new to everybody. Nobody knows really what's going to happen, and if they're going to open and re-shut down. Who knows?
I think we're going to stay open.
Yeah, I hope
but
so.
I think what's going to happen is you're not going to see the large gatherings until after
Yeah,
September.
we're closer than 6 feet now.
Don't come get me. Well, we've been, that's the whole point. That's why we're doing this show, Open for Business, because we want to talk to the people. Is that you didn't just stop and go, I'm out, I'm done. When it opens, I'll be open. You actually did stuff in the interim.
Yeah, I mean,
get yourself.
What's the choice you got? You got that, or you got to quit. I mean, this store's got a ton of product in here, and it's like after all this time, it's like and all this work, you're gonna okay, I got to fight through it.
Exactly.
Or nobody expects to be shut down for an entire month. With nothing. So. It'd be different. We're in a mall, so we don't have access to, even the curbside thing was a little difficult. If you got certain hours, you can do that. But being in a mall, it's like, if they shut it down, they shut you down. And when the governor shut everything down.
Where can we find Yancy Street Comics?
You mean the address, you mean?
No. Where are you on the internet? I know it's like Yancy Street Comics.
YancyStreetComics.com. We're on Facebook, Yancy Street Comics. We're here in Gulfview Square Mall. Our normal hours are 10 to 9, but we're 11 to 7 right now, new mall hours. And Sunday is 12 to 6 like normal.
Nice.
And 727-817-0888.
That's what I was going to say. What's that phone number? All right, everybody. All you nerds and comic book free and you geeks. I'm a geek. That's just what it is. Come out there.
It's okay. You're in the right place. You're home.
I'm safe. It's
okay.
a safe place. All right. So come down here and see Steve and see his crew. I know you got a great crew in here. And if you can't find something here that you need or want, I think you're lost. I'm just saying right now. So look, Yancy Street Comics, Gulfview Square Mall.
That's right.
Come see them. We'll see you back in the studio. All right, everybody, guess where we're at? We're in St. Pete today, and I'm here with Ramsey, the owner of the Outpost on Gandy.
Welcome.
So, I drove by this place probably a million times, and it's finally seen that someone's taking it over and doing something nice with it.
Thank you very much.
And unfortunately, the good old COVID kind of just stopped you in your tracks, but now you're getting ready. But I like, because we were talking beforehand, it made you think about, okay, going forward, how do we, do, and so what
it gave us an opportunity to restructure a little bit, tighten our belts,
right.
Realize our overspending. This is our first year, so it was right at the end of the first year.
Right.
We opened on April 20th of 2019, 4/20. So we were about to celebrate our first year. We had a whole bunch of stuff planned, and we were ready, and we had to take a knee. We didn't have to take a knee, but this wasn't our opportunity to do that.
Right.
You know, we're used to struggling, especially being our first year.
Right.
But we thought, why not take a step back, relax, give our staff and management a well-needed time off, and re-collaborate and come back stronger than ever.
Right, it
know?
gives you that time to look back. Okay, hey, this worked. This didn't work. I mean, now you never get that in business. I mean,
rarely ever.
so it's like, oh, you know what? This was working, but this wasn't working. Let's fix this to make it work better, and this works even better.
Yeah, and there were a lot of restaurants that didn't stop, and it gave us an opportunity to watch them and see what they're doing and how they're surviving. And are they surviving? Is it worth us
Right.
to say, let's open, let's just do takeout? But, you know, it's an overhead that doesn't go away.
Correct.
So we need to respect that. And instead of throwing good money at bad situations, we just, you know, took a breather.
Right.
My wife has a better tan than ever now, you know.
That's good.
The garden looks good.
There you go.
Know, we cleaned out the garage. You know, it was a needed time.
Right.
It's an unfortunate circumstance,
Right.
but beneficial in its way of recoping, and, you know, getting ready for.
So if I come to the Outpost on Gandy,
Yep.
what am I going to expect to see?
Well, let's hope a lot of people.
I like to hear that right there. A lot of people.
A lot of people. It is a local bar. We get a lot of our locals from Riviera Bay and all the apartment complexes. We're on the corner of 4th and Gandy, which
Right.
is an extremely busy intersection.
Very busy, and now that the overpass is right next to you,
And it's
like,
finished.
woo! Yeah.
Yep. So we get a lot of visibility in that aspect of things. We built a beautiful tiki hut outside for, we didn't know, but now we're benefiting from this with the outdoor
Yeah, there you go.
availability, which we have large space with TVs outside and stuff like that. So we get that good visibility. We have a good menu, with specialty burgers and stuff like that. A Middle Eastern, so you know, we have put a Middle Eastern flair on some things.
Nice.
Large gaming room with 72-inch screens.
Now I'm looking over there. I see golf. I see cornhole, darts, and I'm not sure what that other one
There's
is there.
bowling.
Oh, okay.
and
It's
then-
huge.
Yeah,
These are
and there's
huge.
Lawn darts, I think, is one of them.
Pool table over there.
A pool table, pinball
Nice.
machine, an old pinball machine, which I think is Avengers, actually.
That's awesome. It's even better.
It's even better, yep. And we have some outdoor games as well.
Nice.
You know, we were really into live music.
Okay.
Tuesday nights we would do an open mic night, which packed out.
Nice.
St. Pete is lucky. We have a lot of amazing artists and musicians in the area.
Yeah, the talent pool is huge.
It's huge. A lot of the musicians decided to retire here. So we've had some pretty famous people come through. And I've been told not to drop names because they don't want to be known. They just like to come and hang out
That
and
is so
play
cool.
some music.
Right.
We're very, very well supported by them on Tuesday nights. Very good friend of mine, Dave G, was hosting that for us.
Okay.
And Saturday nights we would do live music almost every single Saturday with a live band.
Nice.
And good weather, we put them outside under the tiki hut. Bad weather, we bring them right into the dining room.
Right.
You know, and I say bad weather, we're here in Florida.
Yeah.
We're complaining about nothing, I'm sure.
Exactly. That's all right though.
It was, and then the live DJ on Friday nights.
Nice.
That's been since opening. We've been, you know, trying to make sure that we have something good going on most nights of the week. We have like 20 TVs throughout the place. So there's always something on sports-wise, you know,
Yeah.
drink specials.
Right.
We have great bartenders, you know, and we started doing brunch on Saturdays and Sundays
okay.
with a Bloody Mary bar. And I got to tell you, my wife and my staff, they really do make the best Bloody Marys.
Nice.
There's a secret ingredient in there that you guys got to come and have to like try for yourself to find out.
Oh, you know, I'm coming in. You got me. You hooked me.
Bloody Marys are the thing, you know.
They
And
are,
brunch,
man.
I don't think is done enough in this area.
Nope, it's not.
You know, what most people don't know about the Outpost, it is a 100-year-old building.
Yes.
It was
Okay.
the second building built after the dog track. It was finished in 1918, right before the Gandy Bridge, the first Gandy Bridge, not the one that we drive across now, but the one that they just recently removed.
Yep.
And it was called Webb's Outpost, and it was used as a information center. So, as well as an apothecary, a dentist, a barber, a whole bunch of things all at the same time.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like 7 different things. Had a huge globe on top.
Okay.
You could see it from Tampa. You get like 39-cent banana splits and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
It was huge, and it was a staple of the community. You know, it was gravel roads everywhere. There was no paved roads, and it let you know how to get around.
Yep.
So over the last 100 years, it's been, I don't know, 30 different things.
Right. It keep changing.
It kept changing, and so we're very proud. It's why we called it the Outpost. Bring back
sense.
its history.
Yes, absolutely.
Instead of Ramsey's Bar.
Right.
You know, I think we wanted to bring back its history, being this close to the dog track and possibly losing the dog track in the future. Mm-hmm. So that was our goal, you know, do something very St. Pete-y,
Right.
you know, that really felt like it looked like it belonged here, and being able to give back a part of the history to St. Pete.
All right, so if I want to find you online, are you online?
We are, but right now our website will direct you to our Facebook page, but
That's
it's still
fine.
theoutpostongandy.com
There you go.
or outpostongandy.com. We do most of our stuff through social media,
Awesome.
YouTube and Facebook.
Okay.
I do a koala face video thing that iPhones have. You can talk
Yeah.
through it,
Yep,
an emoji, I guess. And that's how I communicate with the public and communicate through my koala emoji and let people know what we're doing that day and
Excellent.
what to expect at the Outpost.
So when the doors open back up to the public?
We are looking for hopefully a week from today.
A week from today. That's
Yep.
awesome.
I think a Friday is a good day to open, and I really just miss our guests. It's so amazing how, they've become a part of our lives
Right.
and our day-to-day life,
Got it.
the regulars and stuff, and our staff. So it's been a lonely 40-odd days,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, I tell you what, everybody that's watching this, if you're ready to come and get a good cocktail, get a good burger with a twist on it, or you want to come in on a Sunday and do the brunch with the Bloody Mary bar,
Absolutely.
come down and see Ramsey and his crew, because they will take great care for you. And you know what? That's why we do this show, because yes, we are open. We'll see everybody back in the studio. All right, everybody, you've heard me talk about this gentleman and this restaurant on other shows. We were talking about you guys on My Chamber TV. And I'm at Taso's Italiano. You got to say it right, Italiano. Now I'm not Italian. I'm about as white as it gets. So me saying that's kind of everybody's making fun. I'm like, I'm not, yeah. But anyway, I'm with Taso, and I'm with Miss Sabrina. Now they are the owners, and they are running this established. So let's talk about Taso's Italiano first. Okay. So how did it start?
Well, the name, you mean?
Yeah, everything.
Well,
How'd you? I know you had another one, but I know you started this one.
Yeah, this one we're here now. We just celebrated 8 years in February.
8 years.
8 years open, yeah.
So you got past that 7-year itch to open another one, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Taso Italiano. My first name's Taso. And I'm actually, we're Cypriot. Some people consider it Greek because the language is the same, but we're from Cyprus. We're not even Italian.
Right.
But I've been cooking Italian all my life. And when I first moved to Florida, got out of the restaurant business from New York, came to Florida. After being in the car business 14 years, I got that itch. And I really couldn't find any quality, scratch-made food.
That is hard.
There was a couple places that were doing decent. But,
Right.
So I opened up my first restaurant, expanded it, and sold it after 7 years.
7 years.
And then dabbled around, and then here we are now, Taso Italiano, and we're doing great, man. We love it. We love what we do. We pride ourselves in our freshness, our quality, our portions, and our price.
And everything's going along great, looking to, potentially in the back of the brain pan, there's always like, hey, we can expand, we can do a little bit of this, we can do a little bit of that, and then the brakes get hit. And next thing you know, you got to pivot. And you guys pivoted well, right?
Thank you.
You took care of the community. Let's talk about that. How did you pivot?
Okay, so at first, there was, both of us went into panic mode. How are we going to pay the bills? Got to let half the staff go. It's always been a vision of mine to have a fresh market,
right.
Where people, like a grocery, butcher, sausage, cold cuts, everything. Homemade
Sauces.
bread, sauces, yeah. So we said, you know what a great time to get ahead of this thing and offer it to the public. And so curbside, we're selling sauces, soups, we're selling uncooked meats, poultry, seafood. It's helping people, keeping them out of the grocery stores.
Right.
It's helping them save money because our prices are really, really competitive out there, lower than your average grocery stores. The product's super fresh. We also, those family packs you had mentioned earlier.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so listen, let me tell you right now. Thursday night in my household, I had to either cook dinner or I had to supply dinner. And I'm like, you know what? I'm calling Taso's because he's got these family dinners, and I got now behind the camera over there is my youngest. That's my youngest.
Okay, that's your son. Okay.
And they're all that size, right? So you have to. These boys eat.
Right.
So I'm like, oh yeah. So we got the family 6, right? That's 69. 49. See, don't listen to me. Other than the fact that I'm just trying to. So I was always I get the chicken parm.
Okay.
I got the bolognese once, but then I found the Alfredo, and that's my jam, right?
Right.
And then a big old loaf of garlic bread and a big Greek salad.
Yes, sir.
And I had food to take for lunch the next day because they couldn't eat it all. I just don't know how you do that because I come from the food world. I get it. And for what I paid for what I got, I'm thinking to myself, man, he's got to be losing somewhere or he's just barely getting by.
Yeah. Well, we don't know how we do it either. It's really not micromanaged to where how much am I losing or if I'm breaking even or we're doing it because several reasons. First of all, the people that are picking up curbside are loyal. They've been with us 8 years, most of them. And, so again, keeping them out of grocery stores. But for me to get a delivery, a lot of my suppliers have a certain drop size minimum.
Yeah.
Whether it's a dollar amount or the amount of cases. So instead of ordering all this product and having it go bad or have to freeze it or something, I'd rather just move it, keep it moving, keep it rotating, keep everything fresh.
Right.
You're still bringing in some revenue so we can still maintain payroll on at least half the staff.
Right.
And just giving people a super great value and hopefully keep in front of this thing, and that's how we're doing it.
And what a great test you can do to see if the market side's going to. And it sounds like to me it's working. So that I can't wait to have come in and go, okay, I need to make this kind of meals, and I don't mind cooking a little bit. Throw it in the oven, heat it up a little bit. Say, I cooked this. So where can people find you?
Okay, we are located right on the border of Newport Richey Trinity on Little Road, one traffic light north of State Road 54. Address is 4016 Little Road, Newport Richey
Now,
Trinity.
online, where do we find you?
My website, www.tasoitaliano.com, or our Facebook. If you like us on Facebook, then you will see all the pictures and all the features. Just scroll through the posts and you'll see all the specials and actually some nice photos of our food as well.
Awesome. And now this Sabrina over here, she doesn't say much, but I know she's your rock.
Yeah,
she's the one that keeps you level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's
Without
my
her,
pillar.
you'd be like, you may have less hair than me. So it's a rough industry. So what are your hours?
We are open. We're closed on Mondays. So Tuesday through Thursday,
Okay.
we open at 4 to 9 p.m. Friday and Saturday and Sunday, we're open for lunch. We open at 11 a.m. on Friday and Saturday and close at 10 p.m. And Sunday, we open at 11 a.m. and close at 8 p.m.
Nice. So you can come and get a nice lunch.
Yes.
Right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
let's talk about what's on the menu real quick. I mean, it's more than just pizza,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
But I heard the pizza.
Yeah, we have 3 different styles of pizza: Sicilian,
There you go.
grandma, and the round New York style, several different sizes.
Right?
Toppings are endless. Whole specialty pie section. We just added a new clam pizza, white or red clam pizza. Oh my God,
Nice.
delicious baby clams. Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the food.
Some of the food.
'Cause
Okay,
we're showing food right now as we're talking, so
Yeah,
let's talk about
yeah,
some
yeah.
of that food.
Okay, so again, seafood, as fresh and local as I can get it, depending on what's in season,
Right.
like grouper, whatnot.
Right.
Huge portions, fresh seafood, our steaks. So again, everything from pizza to the best certified Black Angus fillets and ribeyes, and everything in between. Our pastas, we even make some of the pastas. We make all our breads, of course, and
Oh,
those.
wow.
So everything, you name it, soup to nuts, certified Black Angus steaks, fresh grouper, salmon, Scottish salmon, you name the pastas. The menu's huge. I mean, it's so big, I see people trying to read through it and then they just go, just give me lasagna.
Just give me the lasagna.
So yeah, we've got soup to nuts, man.
All right, so if you're hungry and you're open now,
Yes, we are.
the doors are now open. Of course, CDC settings, the whole 9 yards,
Yep.
right? If you need a good dinner, full bar.
Full liquor bar.
See, now you can get a cocktail.
And
Relax.
now we even do curbside cocktails.
See there,
Quart
there
size.
There you have it. So this is the man you need to see. Come down, eat, support. Come in, keep the staff going. They're going to be safe. You're not going to be sorry. So this is John for Open for Business. We'll go back to the studio.